thank you. On a cold night at the foot of the Rockies, EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to Empower Field at Mile High in Denver, Colorado. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Denver Broncos. And to no one's surprise here in Denver, they'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
First carry for Royce Freeman. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 12 yards there and a first down. But one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, where that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. They'll run the screen with Bowden. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. Throwing his Lock on 3rd down. Got a man complete. It's Hamler. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Now Locke again. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is taken in by Hamler for a Bronco touchdown. K.J. Hamler, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos have taken the early lead. And he's got it. 7-0 Broncos.
Good. Makes the score Broncos 7, Steelers 0. Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
on the run. Here's Anthony McFarland. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Anthony McFarland.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. On the handoff, it's McFarland. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play, backwards a yard.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs. Out of the gun, McDonald. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 25 yards that time.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field. Where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
On the give, this is McFarland. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory.
McFarland, the ball carrier.
This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. McDonald forced out to his left. And incomplete on the deep ball. Chase Claypool, the intended target. 3rd down here.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's McDonald. He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 35. It's a Pittsburgh 1st down, a gain of 13. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, this will be McFarland. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
The ball carrier.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Justin Simmons. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
Second down pass. Intercepted. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1.
And with the play clock at 3, we'll get a signal and a timeout on the whistle. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On first down, right back to Lindsey. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's Locke. And this is caught by Watkins. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first.
That's good.
It's the first time that they've looked his way tonight, and he comes up with a first down on the play.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Broncos 7, Steelers nothing.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
On 2nd and very short, Locke. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
I may be an analyst, but I'm also a fan. I love it when people take the big shots downfield, but he was under a lot of duress, and I think that forced the incompletion downfield. Didn't have a real good chance to find his target.
Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. To throw it is Locke. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
That's good.
Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They look to throw. It's Locke. He'll find Lindsey here. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Locke on the give. It's Lindsey. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A big run there, 29 yards and a first. That was excellent from start to finish, from the blocking to the running, just well executed.
And now let's look ahead, because after that, how about a little play action, maybe a little bootleg, and get the quarterback out on the corner and get a little run-pass option.
And they're right down here looking for 6. That'll bring out 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. A quick throw outside by Locke. And this is taken in by Hamler for a Bronco touchdown. K.J. Hamler with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And the Broncos will extend their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Broncos 14, Steelers nothing. Brandon McManus to kick off.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
McDonald. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
It's a
gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
First down.
On first down, McFarland. And some space here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Gain of 14. First down, Pittsburgh.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 46. Here's McFarland. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
He'll get this one to McFarland out of the backfield. Not able to get a single yard there, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Brandon, you know this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. From the gun on 3rd down. McDonald, that's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call, but for a second there, I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
You were Othello?
Not a good one, let me tell you.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Taken down at the 21. Danielle Hunter able to collapse the pocket, get to him, and drop him for a loss of a yard.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield, get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. Now we'll run with McFarland. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up.
On the play. Brings up 3rd down.
From the gun, McDonald. And he hits his tight end, Ebron. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. This is 1st and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. McFarland running out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
And they come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. They'll try the left side. McFarland, and he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Anthony McFarland, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Steelers have now made this a 1-score game. And that one makes it 14-7.
Good. Makes the score Broncos 14, Steelers 7. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. On the return, Lynn Bowden. And able to get this out to the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Check, 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 check. Slam, slam, slam.
Shotgun snap to Locke. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike.
To throw again. Lock. Open man Hamler, that's complete. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Lock now on 1st down. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Noah Fant, incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Check 55 for Mike. Check 55 for Mike. Curly. Alert flare.
Throwing again. Lock. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. K.J. Hamler, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Locke looks to throw it again. He gets this one complete to Bowden. And he's going to be taken down short of the first, right around the 15-yard line. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
Field goal, a 32-yard attempt.
The kick by McManus is good. So we've reached halftime here on a Thanksgiving night. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report.
To kick off for Denver.
The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
There to stop him on the defensive side, Lorenzo Carter.
Now 2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. Again, McFarland. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now again, right side. McFarland, he's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Loss of a yard.
If these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
And maybe some indecision on getting the punt team out there. And they're going to get a delay. And that'll set them back 5. The Steelers send out their punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
How about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, we got to get this stop here, D. Check three. 61.
Now the man from Kentucky, this is Lynn Bowden. And he'll push forward for about 4 up to the 23.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Check. Lucky.
On 3rd down, Locke. He's got his tight end fan. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Locke now on 1st down. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Locke. Open man. He completes it to Judy. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Jerry Judy, touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Broncos will add on to their lead.
Partner, they had a good lead as they went in at the half, and they came out here in the second half and found a way to extend it. I love their consistency. Don't worry about what they said at halftime. This seemed like a team that was ready to play 60 minutes, and while this game is far from over, I love their approach.
And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17.
Broncos 24, Steelers 7. Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Down, Steelers.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Running with McFarland. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
at the 45-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 45-yard line. They'll run here with McFarland. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Ball carrier.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
McFarland once more. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Now a throw complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks. But it doesn't matter what you call a position, it's who you put there. And there we saw completion.
It's a gain of 2 yards.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
They'll keep it on the ground. McFarland. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. McFarland. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 9-yard line.
We are headed to the 4th here on Thanksgiving night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Steelers 7.
Ball at the 9 on 2nd and 8. On the ground, it's McFarland. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. The quick slant caught. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. So give him the first down. 1st and goal after a pickup of 4, and the decision to go for it pays off. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
brings up 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
They'll run with McFarland. And that play's not going to get him in as he stopped right at about the line of scrimmage. They hold him again, and now all of a sudden it's 3rd and goal at the 1. A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. That is caught. It's Juju for the Steeler touchdown.
To Juju Smith-Schuster.
Juju Smith-Schuster, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
It's up and good, so they claw back into it. 24-14 now.
Makes the score Broncos 24, Steelers 14. Chris
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Bowden now to return. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Bowden on the return. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a 3-possession game and all but put things to bed. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up. 55 is mine, guys. 55. Hey, let's go.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Lock. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Block working out of the gun. And they're able to get this one across the 35. He's been big, 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a 1st down here. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way, it worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Draw play to the
no gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Right at the line of
and in this situation with a lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 42. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Operating from the gun. Block. This is Hamler on the receiving end. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row. First down.
Broncos.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 1st and 10, here's Locke. Buying time to his left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. To throw again. Locke. He's going to go up top for the end zone. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. Here we go.
Now Locke. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. Wow, so wipe out the INT roughing the passer. What a disaster.
An absolute disaster, and you hope their lockers are not right next to each other for the postgame. Safe to say one is not buying the other dinner.
Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture is now they've got a 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Locke. And this is incomplete. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end, and it's 2nd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
54,
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. They showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Faking the give to Lindsey. Here's Locke. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement, and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
We got 3, fellas, we got 3. 98,
They'll go for it. It's Locke. And no, it's incomplete. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. They begin the drive with McFarland. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game.
The Steeler first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Now a give right side. McFarland. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts,
4 yards.
as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. McFarland. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with him. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45.
Ball carrier.
It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
A gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
And, Charles, you know what coaches always tell us. We want to win our home games. That much we know. We want to protect